Uh, don't say nothing. So don't say nothing. All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. Did it crash? It did. Fuck. Why is everything breaking? Me! I know! I'm late! Me, yes. Don't point at me, man. I get it. I know I'm late. I'm hiccuping. There we go. Alright. I just... Listen. Listen, I'm sorry. Alright, I was busy. I was busy. I'm sorry. Alright? At least it's between 10:30 to 11. Alright, so like, I'm technically not late. I'm technically on time. Alright? It's a little bit later than usual. Right? Right. Let's try to adjust that time so it's not just 11, so I give myself too much leg room here. Sure, everything is good to go here. I think we're good to go. Like, fully good to go. Yeah. Audio's good? Right? Yeah? And audio test. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're good. Alright, yeah, it's good. Yeah. We're good. Say probably like 1 2 1 2 1 2 is probably better than well, but hey. Alright. So last time we still did the ARC team up. And we still watched the original opening. I forgot what it was called, Renoa. I think it's called Renoa. Which is pretty good. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. But it confused the fuck out of me. But I'm told we're still on the path. We're good to go. Alright, we're still going the right way. I assume there's still a few more choices to make before it really starts, and yeah, I assume that's just a few more things, and then we're good to go. But enough wasting time. Boop boop. We're good to go. We're gonna just go.
そう私は誰かと話すのって好きだけどな。
Fantastic, lady.
意図が半分も伝わらない不自由な言葉でもこんなに心が揺れるんだもの。
If you keep the pace, then you should get on the route for real today. Okay. Because I've always been curious. What day does the route actually start on? Like, where it's new content only? What day is it? I realize I'm using I have the wrong microphone plugged in. I hope that didn't fuck up the audio, did it? No, I didn't, right? No, I didn't. Yeah. Haku gives a carefree smile. It seems as though she really was having fun simply talking with me. What? Ad break? How would you fucking chill, bro? We just started. The night is drawing to a close. Awkward is perched on the edge of the bed. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the sofa, zoning out as I stare at the clock. The time is a little after 4 in the morning. It's only about half an hour left before dawn. Ugh. Ugh. Nothing unusual has happened so far. Naoka herself shows no signs of being nervous. The hotel is peaceful to a fault. Is this the game correctly shown? Right? I was a little on it. I was honestly a little on edge because of how quiet everything was. In the end, it seems as though I was worried over nothing. I'm not sure why, but I get the feeling that tonight will continue to slip away eventually.
ねえシキ、
Yeah. Uncle calls out to me for the 10th time.
なんだよ。もう話すこととかないからな、こっちは。
We keep chatting? God, you won't fucking keep blabbing?
そ
Yapping?
うなの？せっかくこうしてるのにもったいないね。
Hmm.
な、さっきからどれだけおしゃべりに付き合ってると思ってるんだ。6時間だぞ、6時間。何が疲れたかって、見張りなんかよりそっちの方が疲れたよ、俺は。
Bro, how can they sit here and just talk for 6 hours? Well, not cheeky, but like Ark. I mean, I get Ark, right? Because she's not done that before. So that's why she's able to do it.
お待たせしました。
Late.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not late. I'm on time. It's between 10:30 to 11. But thank you so much, Ade, for the resub. 3 months. That's nuts. 3 months. You're the affiliate counter. You're the thing that tells me when I got affiliated. So your job is now to stay resubbed until the day Twitch ends. You're the Twitch affiliate counter for us, all right? You're the monthly reminder when we got affiliated. So you can't stop being subbed until this fucking platform dies. You got it? Yeah, okay. So there you go. That's your job now. Keep that in mind. That's your job. I want some. No, please. Please, man, you keep me fed. He don't, but I'ma say it so he thinks that he is. Couldn't glance at me with displeasure. I'm just stating a fact. For whatever reason, she keeps trying to start up a conversation. I told her that if she's feeling weak, she's better off going to sleep.
話している方が楽しいから。
I'm gonna read more Bleach. Huh? Alright, fair enough. She just won't listen to me. So we wound up being conversation partners instead. Oh, don't forget, you're limited to how much you can read. So, like, don't speed through all of it now. You only got so much before it's over. I really don't understand what goes through her head. To make matters worse, my stomach is growling. I'm not, but this shit good. It really is. Hueca Mundo arc stuff is so good. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten in close to 24 hours. Last meal I had was breakfast yesterday.
お腹が減っているなら何か食べたら？せっかくホテルに泊まってるんだから、ルームサービスを使えばいいのに。
Truly, why not, Cheeky?
いい、緊張感がそがれる。そういうお前の方こそ何か食べた方がいいんじゃないか。
式がいいなら私もやめとく。
あ、
普通の食事もそれなりに意味はあるけど、一人で食べてもつまらないもの。
Based.
普通の食事って食事に普通も特別も。
Oh. Right. She doesn't look it at all, but Aqua is supposedly a vampire. If she is, then sucking human blood would be her way of having a meal. Aqua said earlier that vampires need human blood in order to survive. That's true. It's blood she sucked before, and consequently, what humans has she killed? I still like glance at Awkward's face. This is ridiculous. Even though she's explained to me numerous times that she's a vampire, I just can't imagine her sucking someone's blood.
何？私の顔になんかついてる？
Yes. Our face. Panicking, I look away. Awkward stares intently at my face for a second, then flashed a devious grin in my direction.
気になる？
何が？
私がどのくらいの数、人間から血を吸ったのか気になる？
She saw right through me. is grinning so broadly that it's starting to make me a little uncomfortable. I don't like where this is going, but even so, I can't help but wonder how many people she's killed.
そりゃ気になるよ。俺はお前と協力してるんだ。
So what you in for, bud? Spill the beans.
それぐらい知っとかないと、いつお前が心変わりして襲いかかってくるか予測がつかないだろ。
Exactly. That's what's really bugging me. Aqua seems to understand what I'm saying.
それじゃあ問題。私は今まで何人の血を吸ってきたでしょう。
Aqua springs off the bed and lands on the floor with a soft thud and walks over to the window.
何人のって、それは。
Aqua smirks. I think she's enjoying watching me struggle to come up with an answer. It's obvious that she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll give her a straight answer. How about this vampire weirdo here? So I'm sure that number is... Which one have we picked? We picked the bottom ones. We haven't picked the other two, so I guess we'll pick... I guess I'll let the chat pick them. Since... This is just for fun, right? So... One... Okay, we already picked the bottom one, so... 2 minutes. How many has she eaten? Just for funny results, I guess. Okay, some competition. Hold on. I think 2 minutes is too long. I'm more than noticing 2 minutes is too long. Guys, it's like you take a minute and it's like too fast. You take 2 minutes and it's like this is so slow. How is 2 minutes this slow? I feel like this is not 2 minutes. Because good lord. Welcome, Callie. Welcome. We're doing a simple vote for how many people she's eaten. I mean, we already picked 1,000, which we know is incorrect. We know how many she's eaten, obviously. How many she sucked. But we can I'll still let you guys pick between 10 or 100. Just to get a funny answer, you know? So how many? Cast your votes now. It's 1-1. So we need someone to break that tie. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it, man? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? It's getting close. Oh. Okay, so, okay. It seems 3 is gonna be the unanimous, or no, 1 is the unanimous winner, so 10 people.
10人は少ない。
Who said more than that?
はい、全然惜しくないはずれね。
Fuck!
じゃあ100単位。
Right, bro guesses 100 anyway.
残念、日和切ったはずれです。
2 strikes. Fuck!
なら1000単位なのか。
はい、それも豪快に外れだわ。
What makes a strange chuckling sound? It's not like I'm angry or anything. Why do I feel so incredibly frustrated?
じゃあそんなことはないと思うけど、まさか万。
それも外れ。もう10だの100だの1000だのって式は私のことそういう風に見てたわけね。ひどいな。それじゃあ見境なしじゃない。
Yeah, don't you do
違
that?
うのか。吸血鬼ってのは見境なしなんだ
I
ろ。
thought how that functioned.
人間だって生きているだけで腹が減るんだ。お前たちだって生きていくために血を吸うんなら再現はないんじゃないのか。
そう
You'd think.
ね、それはそうなんだけど。私は自分から血を吸うなんてこの800年一度もないかな。普通の人間を殺したことだって一度もないよ。
Even I can tell that she's... Even I can tell that's a pretty strange thing for a vampire to say. But more importantly...
それ本当の話か。
本当よ。だって私、血を吸うのが怖いんだもの。
Because last time you did it, you created a Roa. So I can understand.
血を吸うのが怖いって吸血鬼なのに？
きっと臆病なのよ、私は。だからいつまで経っても吸血鬼としても半人前ってこと。
She mutters those words. Aqua looks out the window at the night sky. Come on, man. A long time, the woman in white simply stares up at the sky. Viewed from behind, the figure is as distinct and hazy as that of a phantom.
そっか。半人前なんだ。
She's a phantom. No? Put a hand on my chest as I mutter those words. Huh. This feeling. Am I relieved? I wonder why. Doesn't make any sense.
どうかしたの、シキ？
I don't know.
別に何でもない。お前が臆病なチキンだから笑っただけ。
You're such a chicken.
チキン？私、なんで鳥？
Wait. Anna, wait. I just don't notice this, Anna. Is this where the fucking chicken arc thing comes from? Because of this? Was this where it came from? Aqua tilts her head in confusion. You'd never think she was a vampire based on the way she looks. Probably. Of course, it makes total sense I'd feel relieved. After all, it's just been made clear that the woman in front of me isn't a bad person after all. Why wouldn't I be relieved? At any rate, if I believe what Aqua just said, I don't need to worry about her turning around and killing me out of the blue. That's why I feel safe. Well, feeling safe is part of it, but there's another very different thing I'm relieved about. Jeez, what am I thinking? I can't believe my feelings are so out of whack that I'm happy about the fact that Aqua's a failure as a vampire.
あれ？
Oh. Sort of struck by a dizzying headache. Maybe I relaxed a little too much while talking with Aquid. White haze clouds my vision. This is not the usual chronic anemia. I'm still able to think clearly. I just have a faint headache and a strange chill.
どうしたのよ、シキ？そんなに額に汗を浮かべちゃって。
汗？
Put a hand on my forehead to confirm. Aquid's right. I'm sweating so much that my hand comes away soaked. This is strange. It's not like we're in a sauna. So why am I sweating so heavily? Rising a knees in my chest, I look over at the digital clock in the room. The clock reads 4:32 a.m. Temperature has dropped to 11 degrees with the morning chill. I should be sweating nearly this much in this weather. No, actually, this one feels as hot as a midsummer heat wave.
アルクエイド、お前暑くないのか？
ん？別に活動に異常をきたすほどの温度じゃないでしょ？まだたったの38度だし。弱っているとはいえ、今の私でも3000度ぐらいまでなら普通だよ。
Stupid of me to ask. 3,000 degrees? Can I even burn a vampire with a blowtorch? Oh. I'll have to save that question for another time. The spine of the clock hasn't budged from 11 degrees. Either the machine is on the fritz or something's wrong with my ability to tell what temperature it is. I've got another room trying to spot something else with a temperature readout.
なんだ？あれ？
Why isn't I'm glued to the monitor installed in the room? One with the video feed of the hotel lobby.
燃えてる。
Oh shit! It's on fire! I can't believe my eyes. This seems straight out of a movie. The flames splash and spill outwards in waves. The human-shaped figure writhes around, black smoke pouring out of it. A large corner is greedily devouring that figure.
アルクエイド。
It doesn't say a word. Is that hostility? No. Contempt in her eyes? She's staring at the monitor. Her emotions totally different from mine. Takes less than a minute for the lobby to sink below the sea of flames. The fire alarms don't ring. The thermometer doesn't rise. I'm still sweating profusely. My foot is parched from just breathing. It's like a genius to work out what's going on. It's the enemy. Burning corpses from this afternoon and made their way to the hotel. I run to the window to see what's happening outside. There's no change in the cityscape. Despite the towering flames, none of the people outside seem to have noticed anything out of the ordinary. Nobody's making their way into the hotel. No one's anyone trying to escape from it. How could it I want to keep her mouth shut? Seconds tick away. The temperature in the room continues to climb. So my skin's about to roast. What's going outside in the corridor? I don't know what's going on downstairs either. All I know is that Ninglin's voice in the back of my mind is telling me that it's already too late. But still hasn't said anything. Is she anxious? Maybe frustrated? She's just standing there motionless, clutching herself as though trying to hold something back. She'd said something about how she wasn't going to leave this room. I'm pretty sure that was her way of saying she's not strong enough to do anything right now. If that's the case, what should I be doing in this situation? I'm pretty sure, we leave. Oh, what's that? Wait. What's that? Hold on. What's this? Is this dependent on another choice, maybe? No. That's 100 choice. Okay. But yeah, we just picked number 1, right? Yeah. Leave and see what's going on. That's how we live.
Yes.
Alright. Small, deep breath. Shake off my doubts. Look around the room for anything I could use as a weapon, but find nothing. Swallow my hesitation, take my knife out of my bag, and walk over to the door.
四季様子を見てくる俺が戻ってくるまで部屋から出るな
Akko seems like she wants to say something, but I brush off her gaze and go out into the hallway. The lights in the hallway are off. Something must be wrong with the electrical system. Everything's still lit as the bank of elevators at the end of the hallway. I thought it hurts even more than it did when I was in the room. The air surrounding me is hot and rough as sandpaper. The hallway is frighteningly quiet. Not a single sound can be heard. No signs of life at all. There are no people running away. No bodies being burned to a crisp. Space so tense and soundless I almost want to believe that the scene I saw on the monitor wasn't real.
異常はないよな
Walk down the hallway. Soon my forehead coalesces into droplets that fall down my face. It's so oppressively quiet that I start to feel like I'm trespassing. Trespasser. The cosmic vermin that disturb the atmosphere of a place to be crushed. I take another deep breath to calm myself down. My hands are slick with sweat. I adjust my grip on the knife. Wrap my fingers around the handle so it won't slip. I feel nauseous. It's a strange sensation at my temple. So nerves are reaching out from the back of my eyeballs toward my brain. Are my eyeballs trying to sink into my brain? It's my brain trying to swallow my eyeballs. Biting down the dull pain, I continue walking along the scorching path. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My head has grown heavy. I'm so lightheaded that I could keel over any minute. Yeah, I know this feeling. That's how I always feel right before I collapse from anemia. But not this time. It hurts. It hurts so much I can't bear it anymore. I take off my glasses. The elevators come into view. It's a long hallway. Only 20 meters remain between me and the elevators. We're so far away. Tell myself. Just turn back. Tell myself. For some reason, I feel as though if I go any further, with no turning back. I hear a sound. As it disturbed the peace of this immaculate, lifeless space. The chime of an elevator bell rings. It's so ominous I stop in my tracks. Nothing but stare at the uninvited guest. The floor indicator stops moving. The cab arrives. I see lines in the elevator door in the distance. No, it's more like lines are so bunched up that they look like a wall of speckles. The door opens. A small iron box hangs agape. Inside of the box is awash with the flesh of the recently deceased. Stop breathing. My brain rejects my thoughts. So too do my lungs abandon their functions. Iron box. An elevator. Tiny packed piles of red flesh. Midst of it all are two dogs. Ravenous, like gobbling up the meat. Everything I can see is stirring red. Red viscous fluid begins to flow out of the elevator with a gurgling sound. In that sea of blood, bodies, bones, brains, fingers, and organs. The two black dogs are the only living creatures. My mind refuses to accept this scene as reality. At the end of the hallway. Inside the elevator. Dogs are scavenging off people's bodies. Man, I'm dead. Well, you've been working hard today, Kumi, so that's fair. You deserve to rest. You've been working hard, man. You worked hard. You've done a lot today, so that's understandable. Then the elevator's a vent leading to the floor below. Looking for the vent. Looking through that vent are countless screams I couldn't hear it before. I listen carefully, I can hear them. Scratching, scraping sounds of flesh being chewed on. Screams calling for help. Sounds of death and agony that barely resemble human language. Yeah, bro, fucking relax and take a sip. My brain. Directly connect to my hearing. Can picture what's happening. Though I can't see it. Images form within my head. Images of people being burned alive. Images of people being eaten alive. There was a man who had noticed unusual temperature. When he opened his door to flee, he was engulfed by the conflagration and died. There was a girl who had locked herself in her room, sat down in the bath and cried. The flames rising from the lobby blanked the floor. Her body was turned to ash from the inside, like a steamed fish. There were adults that scrambled for the elevator as fast as they could. But the elevator was filled with dozens of former guests. These guests, no longer human, really set upon the adults that had just arrived. Half of the screams were out of fear of being eaten, but half in despair at being burned alive. No one was spared. Beneath my feet, inside this large box of a hotel, lies a hellscape so close to me that it makes my skin crawl. I feel nauseous. I can't let myself throw up. Because if I did that, I would also become one with the sea of red. Hold it in, Shiki. Hold it in. Force my stalled breathing to resume. Gritting my teeth. I regain control of myself. Dogs never notice my presence. I come back to my senses. I realize that the noise from downstairs has ceased. In other words, that means that there's no one left alive anymore. The two black dogs break into a run. This hunting ground, I'm their final prey. Dogs rush toward me. I can see countless lines on their bodies. But despite this, my paralyzed mind doesn't instruct me to fight or to run. The first of the two dogs leaps. Its speed is incomparable to that of a human. Less than 2 seconds for it to run the length of the 20-meter hallway. The black dog opens its mouth. Its fangs, like rows of saw teeth, lunge for my throat. Swift and precise. Same moment my brain finally processed that it's coming for me. The dog's fangs sink into my throat with a wet squelch. Wait. Was it the wrong one? That big? No, Tonoshiki. I've died. No. That's not right. There's no way I could be killed like this. No way I could die like this. One hesitate just because people are dead. A hot summer day. It's a long time ago. Maybe it was 7 years ago. Certain that back then I witnessed a much more vividly gruesome scene than this. I plunged my knife into the forehead of the black dog that had snapped the nape of my neck. The moment its fangs touched my skin, just before it bit into my carotid artery, my arm moved on its own. I'm amazed at myself. I run my blade through the forehead of the dog with no wasted motion, like a machine whose only function is to slash and kill. Because that was what the first dog's line was. In normal circumstances, an animal won't stop moving the instant its brain is destroyed. Muscles that have already received signals from the brain will execute the last given command for as long as they're able. So even if I more or less tear its head apart, the dog's fangs will still bite my neck off. Yeah, well, under normal circumstances, that is. However, the dog is dead. It died as we stopped. The moment it was about to kill me, it lost all validity. The first dog falls to the ground. In its place, the second dog leaps for my face. I thrust my knife into its open mouth. A rending sound, the blade burrows itself into the dog's flesh. The dog's hide may be tough, but its insides are soft. Its bones and flesh are both literally rotten. However, this was a mistake. Its thing's line isn't on its face, but on its chest. By stabbing it in the mouth, all I managed to do is tear a hole in its flesh. If I plunged into the roof, the dog's mouth reached all the way to the back of its head. Of course, that hole in the knife is now also inside the dog's mouth. The dog is still alive. It's still able to clamp down with its jaws. At this rate, cartilage, the soft tissue that connects my hand holding the knife from my arm, will be bitten in half. The pain finally brings me back to my senses. Ow. You gotta be kidding me! What the hell am I doing? Sticking a knife in a dog's mouth and letting it bite off my arm? I desperately try and pull my arm out. The pain of my arm being pulverized is so intense I start seeing stars. Oh, its fangs don't show any sign of letting go. No, not just that. Even though I've skewered this dog through the head, it's still brimming with energy. The dog shakes its body and forcefully positions itself on top of me. I collapse to the floor with a thud. I still can't get my arm out. I've run the dog through with my knife. It continues to clamp down with its jaws. arm's being ripped off. I can't believe it. Dogs aren't supposed to be able to keep biting down when they're in a state like this. I feel something wet and slimy. Look at the dog's mouth. I see drops of blood spilling out. Is it coming from the hole I stabbed in the dog's head? Or is this blood coming from my arm that's getting bitten off? To be honest, my adult mind doesn't even care which it is. If I try to get away, the dog is already latched onto my arm. There's no way I can escape. There's never a way from the escape to begin with. I don't have a choice. I just want to survive. I want to survive. There's only one thing I can do. Really. All I have to do is kill this thing. So what should I do? One of my arms will be torn off in a matter of seconds. Guilty has less viewers than TL? Apparently! Boy oh boy. Boy. My knife is held by the same arm. Push down. If I manage to pull my arm out, the black dog will bite at my neck the very instant it gets free. In the midst of this hopeless situation, I slip a laugh. Everything's going to be fine. I just have to step back, examine the situation, and think carefully about what to do next. That's the teaching that's gotten you this far, right? This can't be canon. It is. It very much so is. It's weird, but that's just how it is. This is the side story? Nah, this is canon, bro. This is the main timeline, bro. This ain't GT. This is Z. Look. There's even a whole bunch of lines right there on the back of the dog's head. See? It's always easy to work out what needs to be done to survive. So then, why am I hesitating? It's a violent animal. A beast that devours humans. Am I guilty getting beaten up? Well, I guess today is just TL day. My shitty blood. But you like Melted Blood more than Guilty Gear. Stop lying. Even so, right next to me, suffocatingly close, is another living being. His pulse racing. The pressure bearing down on my arm grows even stronger. Cap, what are you talking about? You love guilt. You love TL, bro. What? Bro, what are you? Bro, what are you yapping about? Stupid. I'm so stupid. Being so inconsistent that I should just let myself be killed. In this world, it's kill or be killed. So why do I? What are humans? Hesitate like it's some sort of cruel act. A drop of red blood falls on my face. It slowly drips down my forehead into my eyes. Because of one character? Dark vermilion seeps into the back of my eyeballs. A vermilion color that scorches my vision. A hot, thick, nostalgic liquid. I'm sure you know that character, do I? That one character that you makes it so you like Guilty Gear more than TL. Or what? Well, two characters? Now I'm confused. I feel dizzy and lightheaded. Bro, now you got me confused. Still, I can't kill something that's alive. You know what I'm guess. Wait, what am I guessing here exactly? What am I guessing? What am I guessing here? Oh, and Bucket. Well, I mean, yeah, that's all. Yeah, okay. No. Eno! God. Eno. No, Eno, bro. Come on now. He plays Eno, bro. Come on now. How hypocritical. Already killed a much greater animal than that lowly beast. Yeah, you're right. But the time was different. Tomochiki wasn't in his right mind back when he killed Awkward. When I looked down on the first... When I took down the first black dog, it had nothing to do with my own will. But this time, the decision is mine to make. Isn't that what Sensei said, Chiki? That this power belongs to you? That this power belongs to you alone? It's up to you how you use these eyes. That's why. As long as I am who I am, as long as I continue to be a decent human being, I should respect life and never treat it lightly. Oh, Dizzy. Dizzy. Well, Dizzy's not even... I'd already told you, bro. Dizzy not coming yet, bro. She's not there yet. I already told you this. But that's also hypocrite. That's also hypocrisy. Because a long time ago, already... A bad dream from my childhood. Come on. What are you waiting for? It was a hot summer day. If you hadn't killed him, he'd have killed you instead. That's what the franchise as a whole? Oh, I'm in front of. In front of me was the figure of a boy covered in blood. You've already hot red blood on my hands. Stop being dry. Thank you, man. Daisy best character? That's great, man. Well, she's not in Strive yet. Killed someone once before, haven't she? I stab it. Start pulling out my arm. Drive it in further into the black dog's head. The cry of pain echoes in my eardrums. Black dog's cry of agony is like the high-pitched scream of a woman. It can't howl properly because my arm is stuck in its mouth. But it's howling all the same. I bet it must hurt a lot. But I don't care. I used the arm caught in the dog's jaws to thrust the knife even deeper. The knife emerges from the back of the black dog's head. What's a Madarame timing? Oh. Madara timing. Right. Splits its skull and easily slices through the skin. Sticky gobs of blood and brain tissue spray everywhere. Incidentally, this arm also passes completely through its head. Despite all that, Black Dog is still alive. There's only one thing to do. Reach out my other arm, the knife from my bloody fingers, and grasp it firmly in my left hand. The dog's whole body trembles in supplication. It loses its fangs as if trying to apologize. Like I care. I simply dismantle the black dog along its line. Ikaku Madarame? No, the guy from Shippuden. Yeah, Madara. Yeah. Look down at what used to be a living thing. I removed the dog's jaw from around my arm with ease. Look at my bloody arm. There are bite marks on my school uniform. The marks gouged into my flesh are no more than a centimeter deep. Majority of the blood belongs to the black dog whose head I had pierced. The pain I felt when it bit me had been minor. My fear had made it seem many times worse than it was. Yeah. I lie down on the ground and look up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The world has started to fray at the edges. I can see the lines of death poking through here and there. The warmth has completely faded from my limbs, but my mind is still feverishly turning over. Right next to me are the corpses of the two black dogs. One of my arms is smeared with blood, and the other is clutching a red knife. In addition, I countless human corpses littering the lower floors. I can't help but laugh, because none of this is real. There's no way that this could be real. And therefore I must be normal. I'm completely, absolutely normal. The only crazy thing here is this dream I'm having. As soon as I wake up, it'll all be over. But how long have I been dreaming with my eyes wide open like this? A cheerful sound rings out, terribly out of place. Then the elevator arrives right next to the one from earlier. My exhausted brain cannot process what this means. The door opens. My brain isn't functioning properly. My body automatically stands up and shifts the knife back to my right hand, ready to face whatever gruesome scene is about to unfold. I don't like this at all. The second hour box swings open. Inside it is. My brain stopped? Oh shit. There's nothing inside. This feels like a bit of an anticlimax. The danger has passed. It may be over already. But at least now I know what happened on the lower floors. Since there's no longer any reason to be here, I'm trying to go back when... I forgot what I was going to type. Will. A calmly absurd female voice rings out. A voice, along with her footsteps, grow louder and louder. There's no doubt about it. Survivors breathlessly running up the stairs next to the elevators. Yeah! I can hear her cries of joy. Some of her footsteps don't stop. Turns out the voice trembles onto the landing by the elevators. Shinoki sound bad as fuck. Of course you say that. Once I'm present in the hallway, the woman begins to run once again. You're not wrong, Okumi. You're not wrong. Hold on. Yeah. Her face, which had been tense with fear, now begins to radiate joy. A pallid hand appears and drags that hope back into the depths of hell. Hey. Hey. Like, Anna, bro, let my mans have fun, bro. She's an adult, bro. Let him have fun. She continues to stare at me, begging for help. Yo, she was a baddie too! Hold on! Kubi, you weren't wrong! Damn! No! Fuck. She doesn't mount any resistance at all. Yeah! The woman is restrained with ease. Just as she's grabbed by his hand, she loses consciousness as though suddenly waking from a dream. Stop. Stop right there. Let her go. Love low-key me right now. You're right, I would like to make a formal apology. I want to do that. She has nothing to do with us. She's just an innocent woman. Don't feed on her. At the very least. My plea doesn't make it in time. And if it had, it wouldn't have made a difference. Stare at the woman's neck. Nashiki, that's me. Feels as though stars are streaking across my eyes. Unprecedented rage sharpens my vision. Two bottomless eyes cloaked with bloody resentment. His limbs twitch softly. There's the sound Cuba makes when it eats her out. There's the sound. All emotion and vitality drained from her face. Stolen away by that man. Never seen anything like this before. But despite only now seeing it for the first time, I don't need an explanation to know what's taking place. I can even hear the sound of him gulping it down. After a long period of feasting, the man casually discards her body. The woman flatters like a withered tree. Ballerina dancing on a precipice above the abyss of death. Consented, of course. Of course, obviously. Consent is hard as fuck, so. On her wretched back, there are no screams. The sound of bloodshed echoes through the air. Ruptured back. A shower of blood. Vampire lets out a sigh of relief as he bathes in it. It's... Hey! The world changes drastically. The apparent temperature finally matches that of reality. A layer of flame envelops the corridor. Like a river overtopping a dam. The heat scorches my skin. Bro is just standing there. If I breathe now, my lungs will fry for sure. But something's off. Love. We're burning. Flames are definitely flickering. And yet, the building isn't being burned. The only one affected by these flames is me. The living creature. I can feel a headache coming on. Ed starts walking toward me. Bro wanna be like Zamasu so... He really does want to be like Zamasu so bad. He's the source of this river of flames. The closer he gets, the hotter the atmosphere becomes. He's still 50 meters away. He's not even that close, but I'm already unable to breathe. In other words, the only thing would be annihilated if they so much as approach this man. Zamasu, where's that Zamasu pic, babe? I can't find it. It should be in the fighters chat. You just have to scroll a little bit. It should be in there. It's not in there. Never mind, I fucking lied. Never mind, I lied. I'll have to boot up my PS4 to find it again, so... You're gonna have to wait. Slim figure advances toward me. His outfit is eccentric, elegant, traditionally styled clothing cloaked in a barbarian overcoat. They resemble a human, but it's clear this man is anything but. Okay, yeah, you gotta wait, man. Shit. Things out of sync. Wait, it's a little closer. Crazy. 8 meters. He strides toward me in a complete silence. I'll wait. Okay. I ready my knife and glare at the man. No response. What if he can even see me? 10 meters. Fix my eyes on him. In the midst of the rolling flames, its lines of death come into view. In the meantime, Jiggy! Considers my skull boil like a soup. What the hell is that? An intricate, swirling, dense torrent of death shines conspicuously at his core, like a jewel. My head becomes too much to bear. Tear my eyes away. Nothing is bad news. I should stare at that point at the man's core. It's like how if you look directly at the sun, you'll burn your retinas. I will explode if I look at that thing without preparing myself first. 8 meters. The distance between us continues to shrink. The temperature is rising, but it's still not hot enough to burn my flesh. 6 meters. Man stops there. His gaze focuses on me. When I come this close, Man finally notices I'm here. Our eyes meet. I shouldn't be making eye contact with him. Moon and White's warning flashes across my mind. I can't take my eyes off him. I can't ignore the bottomless voids in front of me. His eyes are different. Must be fundamentally different to the mystic eyes that the woman in white was talking about. These eyes don't have the power to paralyze at all. These are eyes of madness. The eyes of a madman. An ugly, ungainly being that's driven by nothing but its impulses. Casts about on the waves of his own abnormality. A psychopath just like me. I just noticed, bro got dry ass lips. His lips dry as fuck. I just noticed that. God damn. My instincts tell me I'm in danger. Alarm bells ringing inside my head. But my body still won't move. Not a single fingertip response. Danger signals ricochet around my skull. But what means or methods I use, must get away from here immediately, or else my life will come to an end. But it's already too late. The sick-eyed man, not even acknowledging my existence, burns me to death with his hand. I'm dead. After all, these flames are the real deal. Blue flames that drench the hallway are nothing more than an effect that manifests outside of reality. Even if I were swallowed by them, it'd be enough to kill me outright. Must be some kind of phantom pain that only affects living beings. But this is different. These flames are real. Even getting close to them will be enough to burn my skin. Even living will be turned to ash from a single touch. Sharp claws of flame lash out at me. My body will be cut in two at the waist, and burned as the fire spreads from that cross-section. An outcome even more obvious than the fire itself. And yet, just before the flame connects, a thud reverberates down the hallway. My body is yanked backwards. Yay! Took you long. I keep forgetting it takes you fucking forever to get out of here. A sound of utter disbelief escapes my throat. My thoughts go blank. I understand what happened. Aqua pulled me back. As she did so, stepped in front of me to take the brunt of that hand. Her actions make no sense to me whatsoever. I'm the one who's supposed to be acting as a shield here. So why is she hurting herself in order to protect me? Aqua's face twists in agony. Flaming hands reach out again and again. She just needs to pull me back this time. And swings her right hand just to get in the alleyway and disperses the flames. But she doesn't manage to block everything. Flames aren't fully extinguished, and the dregs scorch her skin. Tell me that even a person like Awkward can get burned by a direct hit? Are these flames hot enough that they'd prove fatal even to her? The woman furthest away from death? It will happen in under 5 seconds. 10 shots were fired. 10 shots were intercepted. For whatever reason, the man solemnly lowers his arm. He stares at Awkward in silence. She glares back at the man in pain. Her stomach dyed a deep red. The man is slowly paying attention to Awkward. It's acting as though the knife-wielding guy behind her isn't even there. Steam pours from his mouth. After expelling a breath like exhaust from an engine, the man reaches under his coat with his left hand. I heard a faint metallic click. There's no mistaking it. That was the sound of a blade. There's a long object hidden under that coat. Must be the same thing he used to slash the woman in front of the elevator. The man begins to move. The blade still hidden under his coat. He goes to take a step toward Awkward.
無礼者、豚でなければ名を名乗る。それとも貴様の親は最低限の言葉も教えぬ刀師だったのか。
Man's like stop in their tracks. A flicker of ego stirs in his ghostly eyes. Awkward's words were in a language I couldn't make heads or tails of. The man lets out a guttural sound of response. His voice sounds pained, as if he had forgotten that he was a living creature until now.
礼儀は知っている。だが、貴様に語るほどの名はまだない。
礼儀はなっていないけど、恥だけは足りているようね。元の名前は失ったか。でも呼び名ぐらいはあるでしょ。継いだばかりのようだけど、仮にもその一角なんだから。
The atmosphere changes. The tense of the blue flames burning the hallway skyrockets. Awkward's words strike some nerve in the man.
ブローブ。
A troubled expression on his face. Flame-spreading vampire speaks.
ブローブ・アルハンゲリ。
And in doing so, reveals his name.
知らない名前。私が記録していない以上、正当な後継者とも思えない。もし、
そうではない。ご当主は俺が仕留めた。
なったばかりの祖ってこと。じゃあ、次は私を殺して箔をつけたい？
名誉は己の胸にあるものだ。俺が欲しいものしか奪わない。
心構えは立派だけど、それなら私だけに絞りなさい。これはちょっとやりすぎよ。
いや、この都市は汚れている。焼き尽くさなければ俺の心情に戻る。
あ、そう。つまり蛮族同然の三流使徒だったわけ。
Yes.
ソヤであることは自覚している。神祖の姫、その心臓を俺によこせ。
This is bad. Space around the vampire that calls himself Law of Warps. A flame that pours out from around him grows even larger. Awkward's body acts as a breakwater, preventing me from being swallowed by the raging torrent.
動かないで式。この炎があいつの武器。消し済みになりたくなかったら、私の後ろから離れないで。
Okay. Which I appreciate her advice, I can't help but feel a sense of unease that can't be put into words. That's his weapon? Really? Because if he's created an environment as superheated as this one, it's almost as if his true form is actually... No. Now's not the time to think. Focus my attention and grasp my knife. It comes. The hallway has already become a cave of fire. Just as Flaw is about to unleash a blade from under his coat. Dang. This happens. The man turns his back on us all. The man turns his back on us all of a sudden. Walks up to the elevators as if nothing had happened. Boards one with the same air of composure and leaves the floor. I don't understand what's going on at all anymore. Not the two dogs that attacked me, the flames that cover the corridor, not the nightmares reality that descend on this hotel. Alka collapses against me with a thud. It's a nasty wound. Bleeding from her stomach has stopped, but her face is contorted in pain. It happened just a few seconds ago. She got that wound protecting me from that man.
そうだよ。お前。
ちょっと甘く見てた。あれくらいなら四季を助けて私も軽くかわせると思ったんだけど。
Damn.
さすがだね四季。四季にやられた傷そんなに甘くなかったみたい。
Her face is still contorted in pain. Awkward cracks a smile at her own joke. I can't look at her. She got that wound protecting me. On top of that, she wouldn't even have been in harm's way if it weren't for me in the first place. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond when she looks at me with that idiotic smile on her face. Aqua leans her body against mine and gently closes her eyes.
ちょっと待て。何目を閉じてるんだバカ。しっかりしろ。お前は夜なら死なない吸血鬼なんだろ。
うん。でも私なんだか限界みたい。悪いんだけど部屋まで連れ帰っておいて。
Aqua collapses on me. I feel the weight of her body as I catch her in my arms.
ちょっと待ってくれ。そんな。
If you time me right now, I really won't know how to respond.
ダメだ。起きろアルクエド。
I call out to her as she lies there with her eyes softly shut. And then her solemn breathing sounds so happy, it makes me feel like an idiot for yelling a second ago. All my worries melt away. It seems that Aquid is just asleep.
部屋まで連れてけって。また勝手なこと言いやがって。
Given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. Besides, it's not a good idea to stick around this hotel any longer. This place is an absolute bloodbath. Even if nobody outside could see all the bizarre events that transpired here, sooner or later someone's going to notice. My headache won't let up. My body is also at its limit. Put on my glasses so that I can see it, so I can at least rid myself of my headache.
アルクエイドの部屋って。あそこか。
I've only been there once, but I definitely remember it. There's no point in staying here. I threw my luggage from the royal suite, and with Aqua in my arms, shamefully leave the now vacant hotel. The sky outside is bright.
そうか。そういうことか。
The reason why the man left was so simple. The sun had already fully risen over the city. Without me even noticing, the night had given way to day. First things first, so that Aqua get some rest. Decide not to catch a cab. A suspicious pair like us are bound to be remembered. Trying to put as much distance as possible between us and the hotel, I board a bus headed for Sawyer Station. Fortunately, it's early in the morning, so we don't attract any attention. Emergency exit at the back of the building is still the same as it was the day before yesterday. Residents and managers must not notice that the lock has been cut. 6:30 a.m. Once again, I creep into the room of the self-proclaimed vampire woman. I have a feeling that this long day has come to an end at last. Hooray! What day are we on now, bro? What the fuck? I don't remember. Save? Yes, after a little drink. Day 5. Day 5. Inferno River of Blood 2. Is there more arc stuff? God damn. Margaret's room isn't exactly what I expect of a vampire. Last time I was here, I wasn't really paying any attention to the room itself. Now that I am, though, I see that it's pretty mundane. No bottles filled with human blood. Where can I spot any bizarre sculptures or anything like that?
冷蔵庫に食器まで完備してるし、何なんだろうな。
Sorry! I lay awkward down on the bed as I grumble. Her body's light. Carrying her all the way here wasn't easy. Sit on the floor and take a deep breath. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning.
そっか。カーテン閉めてやらないと。
Yeah. I whip my sluggish body back into shape and go close the curtains. Done everything I can. Now I should finally be able to relax. On my way to sit down, my knees give out and I fall to the floor with a thud.
情けない。女の子一人運んだだけで、これか。
Hey, Saki! Oh. Since the accident, I've had a hard time recovering from injuries. Which isn't to say that I don't get enough exercise. I even at a dojo. So back when I lived with them, I exercised all the time. Hey. Hey. After all, for someone with a weak body, a common cold has become a matter of life and death. I would say that my fundamental physical strength is on par with the average person. However, there's no way for me to improve endurance. I'm like a track and field athlete who can do short sprints, but not a marathon. I'm way too tired to pick myself back up the floor. Not only did I stay up all night talking with Awkward, but I hadn't had a decent meal in over a day. It's crazy to have lasted this long.
アルクエイド、傷大丈夫かな。
I steal a glance at the woman lying on the bed. Seems like her abdomen has already stopped bleeding. Besides, she can come right back to life even after being torn limb from limb. I'm probably worrying over nothing.
どうかしてるな。
This fever's making me lightheaded. So exhausted I can barely breathe, and yet here I am worrying over her condition. So I must have come down with something pretty serious.
寝ちゃったのか、俺。
There you go. Oh, I didn't read that. Guess I must have just passed out on the floor. Looks like someone's opened the curtains, and there's now a blanket draped over me. It's just past noon. There's no sign of Aqua on the bed, and the TV has been left broadcasting a steady stream of dull news.
あいつどこに？
Oh my god, this zesty demon here. Hello, controller? Not controller, could you just die or not, bro? I can make up your mind. I sit up and look around the room. It sounds like there's someone in the neighboring room. I think it's the kitchen. Ah! Take a drink. Welcome back, all night. Thanks for the drink, Kumi. Thank you, man.
あんな体のくせに何動き回ってるんだ。
Pull off the sheet and stand up. We go to the kitchen immediately and check on our wounds.
次のニュースです。本日未明、倉見橋ドームホテルで火災が発生しました。内部からの火災警報はなく、午前6時、業務に戻ったスタッフがホテル内の異常を発見し、警察に通報。現在、消防署と連携を取りながら、ホテル内の消火作業を続けている模様です。
I stopped dead in my tracks, completely unable to tear my eyes away from the news program.
ホテルに宿泊していた200名の安否は未だ確認されておりません。現在、消火作業は急ピッチで進められていますが、未だホテル内から要救助者は1名も発見されず。
Newscaster rattles off the news dispassionately. The screen changes, showing the exterior of the hotel where we just were, along with a list of the names of the 200 missing guests. In mind, no Aqua's name is on the list.
警察の調べによると、ホテル内の壁が一部破損していることから、
Yapping, bro. A click, I turn off the TV. The safety of the guests is yet to be confirmed? A single victim has been discovered? How can they say that when they know full well what happened? When staying at the hotel was engulfed by those inflammable flames and burned away without a trace. I hold back my nausea. I can't think back on that tragedy, I'll end up vomiting. Wallowing in self-pity in this situation would make me worse than a pig. As the only one who escaped the hotel with his life intact, I cannot allow myself to feel anything but hatred. 200 people. 200 human beings were slaughtered arbitrarily, their bodies desecrated. That vampire's face looms over my thoughts. I don't know what kind of person he is, but I do know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he is the cause of all this. Yeah. The only thing I know for certain is that he's someone who needs to die. I wonder if my heart is still numb. I still feel the fear I felt back then. My rage continues to swirl intensely. And yet, my thoughts are turning cold. It's like my heart and mind has become separate. Just thinking about that cloaked man makes me want to scream. The sharp sensation of my fingertips continues to grow. I don't need such useless feelings. I don't need more reasons to be angry either. There's only one thing I must do. That is to simply cut those.
気がついたの、シキ。
Aqua pokes her head out of the kitchen.
怖い顔しちゃって何かあった？
Aqua casually calls out to me with a light-hearted tone.
いや別におはよう。
おはよう。朝の挨拶をするなんて珍しい経験ね。
I didn't expect this smile takes my breath away. The chilling thoughts I had a moment ago disappear with it. Wait, am I doing spacing out? Wasn't the whole reason I got up because she wasn't in bed?
アルクエイド、傷はいいのか？
傷？ええ、とりあえず問題ないわ。
Awkward stands there, looking perfectly relaxed. I guess she's totally back to normal. Hell, she might even be healthier than I am.
そうか。それならよかった。
Glad that at least the people close to me are safe. Wait, what am I thinking? Awkward isn't human. I must still be half asleep if I forgot something important as that.
でもまあ、いいことには変わりはないよな。お前の傷、大したことじゃなかったんだから。
へえ、どうしたのよ、シキ。ちょっと前までは私のこと化け物呼ばわりしてたくせに。
ちょっと前までじゃなくて、今でもそう思ってる。でもそれとこれとは別問題だろ。
Ah!
助けたって私がシキを？
Bro talks so slow sometimes, bro. I'm confused. Awkward's eyes open wide in surprise. By the looks of it, it seems like she doesn't consider it praiseworthy.
そうだよ。お前は俺を助けてくれたんだよ。
Yeah!
だから、今更だけど、かばってくれてありがとう。お前に引っ張られなかったら、俺も焼け死んでいたところだ。
Yes.
ありがとうって。別にいいよ、そんなこと考えなくて。シキがブローブと出会った原因は私にあるんだし、シキに感謝される資格はないもの。
Now you're getting it, shut up.
助けられたのも事実だろ。アルクエイドは俺をかばってくれた。その点だけは本当に感謝してる。
確かに事実だけ見ればそうだけど、やっぱりそれは違うよ、シキ。見張り役を引き受けなければあなたはあんな目には合わなかった。シキの生活に毒を混ぜたのは私よ。あなたは私を憎みこそすれ、感謝するのは間違ってるんじゃない？
I guess, but still. She really gets hung up on the weirdest things. I mean, it's not like gratitude is something you can explain with facts and logic. It's all to do with your emotions.
間違ってないよ。自分の行動は自分で責任を持つしかない。ずっと昔にそういうことを教えてくれた人がいたんだ。周りがどうあれ、自分が望んでやったことは自分の手で決着をつけなさいって。
That's why I don't feel any resentment or malice toward Awkward for making me stand guard for her. At worst, I might grumble about the mess I got myself into, but that's about it.
そっか。言われてみれば盾が必要になったのはシキが私を殺したからだものね。ならあなたを巻き込んだことについて私が謝る必要はないってこと？
ああ、そういうこと。自業自得なんだよ、今の俺は。
自業自得か。
Yes.
うん。シキってば初めから運が悪かったのね。人を殺すにしたって私以外の子にしておけばこんなことにはならなかっただろうし。
To begin with, the assumption that I would kill someone other than her is absurd. August's the only one who's ever made me feel that way. Made me feel the need to follow someone around to end up killing him. Honestly, I don't think anyone other than her could make me.
何？忘れ物でも思い出したの？
いや、忘れ物というか、なんていうか。考えてみれば、どうして俺はお前を殺そうなんて思ったんだろう。
Lucky looks at me, throwing her brow. She has every right to react like that. After all, I, the perpetrator, just said I don't know why I killed her.
理由なんてないんじゃない？だってシキは根っからの殺人鬼なんだから。
は？
Hold on. What did she just say to me?
私を襲った時なんてすごく手慣れていたものね。チャイムを押して扉が開いた瞬間に手を差し込んできて、有無を言わさず中に押し入る。こっちが驚いている間に狙撃で生命活動を停止させて、あとはザックザクに切り裂いてバラバラにする。うん、あの不意打ちは完璧だった。どのくらい完璧だったかっていうと、 あの時の式をそのままキャンバスに閉じ込めれば、それ以上はないほどの絵になるぐらい完璧だった。
Sure, sure.
私がまだ正常なままだったら、お城に持ち帰って飾ってあげたいぐらい。
Oh. You had a captivated voice. She utters something bizarre. But no, that's...
けど今回は殺した相手が悪かったわね。
Well,
シキが今まで何人殺してきたかは知らないけど、獲物に私を選んだ時点で年貢の納め時だったんじゃない？
literally only my first time, but okay, man.
そうって何よ、さっきから怖い顔して。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えばいいのに。私とあなたの間で今さら我慢することなんてないでしょ？
She's right. But not. I gently beckon her over.
何？内緒話？
Molly comes over to me, brimming with excitement and anticipation. I move close to her ears so I can clearly get my point across.
あのな、アルクエイド。
何？
Here I go.
そんなわけないだろ、このバカ女。
Airhead. My all eyes scream echoes the room. Immerses the assault awkward air Jones with as much volume as I can muster. Awkward covers her ears exaggeratedly.
もう頭きた。突然何するのよ、シキ。
怒りたいのはこっちの方だ。なんか微妙にめちゃくちゃな注文してきやがるかと思えば、お前そういうことだったのか。
Bro, man, I forgot about that.
そういうことって何？
俺をイカれた殺人鬼だと思い込んで、化け物相手に盾になれとか見張りをやれとか無茶な注文をしてきたことだよ。ああ、もうとんでもない勘違いをしやがって。いいか、この際言っておくけど、俺は殺人鬼でも殺人狂でもない。人を殺すなんてお前が初めてだったんだから。
Awkward's mouth hangs wide open. This not made her realize what she's put me through up to this point.
嘘。あんなに手慣れてて、あれが初めてだったっていうの、シキ？
そうだよ。こんなおかしな目を持って。
Yeah, bro.
俺だってそれなりにできるだけ真面目に生きてきたんだ。この線を使って人を殺したいなんて思ったことは一度もない。
Not even once.
ふん。それじゃあどうして見ず知らずの私を殺したりしたのよ。
I don't know.
だからそれが
Just not about to say that I don't know. Realize just how despicable I am.
あの時俺はお前と街ですれ違った途端吐きそうなぐらい気になって。
It was pretty weird, man. All I could think of was that white figure. What stopped my lost, sullied self? The look or smile plastered on my lips.
俺はそのまま気がついたら君をこの手で。
I did it for that epic TikTok video, Awkward. That's why. I remember now. In this very room, for no reason, with no purpose, I trembled all over her beautiful figure.
そうか。
The strength drains from my body. I used my ability to stand. I fall to my knees. Yeah, I see now. I had no right to be mad at Awkward. Even though she survived, though she isn't human, the reality of the situation remains. I killed her with my very own hands.
何よ、またいきなり黙っちゃって。
There's a hot new trend going on called Kill a White Woman. Yeah.
そうかって何がそうなの、シキ？
だからごめんって言わなくちゃいけない。
Caught up in this incredibly abnormal situation. forget something very important. I was so scared that I turned away from the very first thing I should have done.
ごめん。ごめんな。アルクエイド。俺は君をここで殺した。俺は何よりそのことを。
Fuck! It's a wonder that Aku thought I was a murderer. After killing her, didn't show any remorse or responsibility for my actions. Even acted like I was the victim. Not only that, I still don't even understand this impulse I had at the time.
殺したのは事実なんだ。だから俺は罰を受けないといけない。こんな人殺し、みんなの社会に混ぜるわけにはいかないだろう。
Yes. Can't believe I'm only saying this now. I'm such a coward. Someone who kills for no reason should have never had a place in society to begin with.
そう。四季は本当に自分でも理由がわからないのね。
Nod while hanging my head in shame.
つまり楽しいとも感じなかったってことでしょ。うん。確かに殺人鬼の中には息をするみたいに人を殺すやつもいるけど、四季は普段はまともっぽいよね。
そうだな。一応そのつもりだけど。
いえ、まっとうすぎるぐらいまともよ、あなたは。それで殺したくなったのは私だけなの？
Yes.
ああ。アルクエド以外にはそんな気持ちにはならなかった。
なんだ、なら問題ないじゃない。ほら、顔を上げて四季。あなたは殺人鬼なんかじゃないよ。
I raised my head as if I'd been granted forgiveness. In front of me, I see the confident smile of someone who looked past the act of me killing her. A smile that believed in me more than I believed in myself.
それに何の罰も受けなくていいと思う。たまたま四季が殺したいって思った相手が私で、厄介なことに四季にはこれ以上ない殺人技巧が備わっていた。けど都合のいいことに私が吸血鬼だったんだから、誰も死んでないでしょ。
Yes.
だから四季がそんなに悩む必要はないよ。人間たちの社会の道徳も気にしなくていいと思う。人間にあなたは弾劾できない。だって今のところ世界で四季を責めていいのは被害者である私と当事者である四季本人だけなんだから。
それはそうだけど、お前を殺したっていう事実だけは決して変わらないじゃないか。
Go as fast as I can, bro. But like, make it today? I don't see it at this point. Yeah. And if these abnormal circumstances led to me going unpunished, my sin shall still remain for all eternity.
それは当然よ。私だってまだ根に持ってるんだから。そう簡単に忘れられちゃ困るわ。だけどね、四季。ちゃんとあなた本人がそう思えてずっと後悔していくんなら問題はないんじゃない？
It's just sophistry.
四季、人間の中にはね、どんなに世の中を恨んでいても悪魔に魂を売れない人がいるわ。例えば吸血鬼相手にごめんなさいなんて言える正直者とかね。
Go. Are you sure we can make it to CL Rep today? Are you sure?
だから大丈夫。誰がなんて言ったって四季本人がそうじゃないって言い切ったって四季はまだそっち側の世界にいられるよ。
I'm speechless. The nerve of this woman. How could she say such a thing to her killer with a smile on her face?
ほら、そんなことより私たちにはもっと厄介な問題があるでしょ。四季の目も覚めたんだし、今後のことを話し合いたいんだけど。
It happened so suddenly. Not any warning. Aku collapsed to the floor with a smile still on her face.
アルクエド!
I rushed over to her fallen body.
参ったな。やっぱりまだ無理みたい。
Aku takes a pained breath as sweat forms on her forehead. For a moment, I thought I saw a faint red color seeping from her shirt. It's the next choice? Ooh, really? Oh shit.
お前、この傷。
Fantastic. The one she got protecting me at the hotel.
グローブに裂かれたところね。四季にやられたせいで治りが遅くなってるだけよ。とりあえず傷口だけは塞いでおいたんだけど、あんまり効果はなかった。
If you remember what it is, I think so. I think. I mean, without the flowchart, anyways, I'll see the one I picked that we continued on with. So I'll just pick the one I didn't pick, basically. Outward's tone is cheerful. However, I finally come to realize that there's a faint hint of pain in her expression.
塞いでおいたって何で。
それ。
Maka points an object lying on the wooden floor. Round object, at first glance, it looks a bit like a bambukuchin. On closer inspection, it's a roll of 100 yen duct tape.
バカも休み休みにしろ。ガムテープで傷口を縛るやつがどこにいるってんだ。
もう、あんまり人のことバカバカ連呼しないでよ。
But you're stupid!
なんだか本当にそうなのかなって考えちゃうじゃない。
うるさい。いいから傷口を見せろ。
Reach for her white clothes. However, Aqua tumbles over onto the bed with a soft thud.
ふざけるな。傷口が開いたらどうするつもりだ。
いいよ、こんなの放っておいたって。四季こそバカな真似はやめてよね。女の子の服を剥ごうなんて、使徒よりたちが悪いわよ。
I wasn't trying to strip you. Oh my god.
あのな、俺はお前を人間として見てないんだから、男も女もないだろ。
You say that, Cheeky, but, you know.
ほら、いいからおとなしくしてろ。俺をかばった傷で死なれたら、一生負い目ができちまう。
Aqua glares at me in dissatisfaction, and just as I think she's about to roll back over to me, she stands up reluctantly, stubbornly refusing to talk. Seems she's a bit sulky, but I guess I'm allowed to examine her wounds now.
よし。どんな手当てをしたのか、ちょっと。
I should. Aqua rolls up her clothes and exposes her abdomen. I desperately hold back the urge to yell at her. She didn't just seal her wounds. There's so much duct tape here that she sealed off her whole damn abdomen. I put her clothes back on and pick her up.
何するのよ、四季。
ベッドに寝かすんだよ。病院に連れて行きたいのは山々だけど、そういうわけにはいかないだろう。
So, I place her down on the bed as gentle as I can.
いいか、俺が戻ってくるまで絶対に動き回るなよ。さっきみたいに歩き回ったら、お前のことなんて忘れてさっさと逃げるからな。
Look around the room. As I thought, there's no first aid kit or anything that I could use to treat her wound. She is someone that can just come back to life after all. This may well be the first time that this kind of thing has ever happened to her. Cash I have on me comes to a grand total of 2,000 yen.
いや、見栄を張ってる場合じゃない。アルクエド、お前金持ちだって言ったよな。
うん。お金には不自由してないけど、それが何よ。
Give me some money.
現金でもカードでも、とにかく貸してくれ。手当に必要なものを買い込んでくれ。
Give me.
お前に効果があるかどうかはわからないけど、最低限の手当ぐらいしよ
いいけど、無駄かもしれないよ。
う。無駄でもやるんだ。そのまま放っておけるもんか。
わかった。私も体の作りそのものは四季たちと同じなんだし、それなりに意味はあるかもしれないし。
Malcolm sits with a handful of 10,000 yen bills. Not that it really matters, but did she just pull that stack of cash out of thin air?
お前は黙って横になってろ。あ、でも眠っちゃダメだからな。横になってもちゃんと起きてるんだぞ。
四季、すごく無茶な注文してるよ、それ。
Yes, now do it.
無茶だけどやれ。眠ると体の機能は低下する。免疫力とか抵抗力な。なんで、傷が塞がっていないまま寝ると、ますます悪化するんだそうだ。睡眠で回復するのは頭の疲れだけで、傷や病気は治してくれないだろう。だから、 とりあえず手当てをするまでは起きていた方がいい。
へえ、うん、それってその通りよ。
Alright, good. Awkward smiles happily. So otherwise, I have no idea what goes on inside her head.
あのさ、なんで笑うんだよ、そこで。
だって式が頼りになるんだもん。
I'm gonna go crazy. I hold myself back from replying and focus on what I need to do next. First things first, I need to get out of here. Here's my bloodstained jacket and go shopping. However, as I'm about to leave, I noticed something in the kitchen.
飯だ。
The table said something that would be more accurately described as food than a meal. Actually, it's less like food and more like just ingredients. Upon further consideration, even that might be a generous description. So, this is why Akka was in the kitchen earlier. Akka said she doesn't eat ordinary meals. Goes without saying who this was prepared for.
もう、なんなんだ、あいつ。
A lot. I'm getting irritated. So irritated that I waste no time dashing out to buy something I can use to give her first aid. So next choice, it shouldn't be far, if I remember which one it is. It shouldn't be far. Being said, it's not like I've ever dealt with a situation like this before. First aid measures that come to mind are gauze for covering her wound, antiseptic, bandages, and painkillers. That and nutrition. I'd beg to pick up something for her to eat. Fortunately, I have a ton of money. I'm no expert, but whatever I can come up with still has to be better than nothing. I never know what might be of help to her. Never mind, I'll buy everything that I can think of. Come on now, I want to make it up today.
ちょっとそこくすぐったい。
Knowing her laid-back voice, I apply the gauze as delicately as I can. When her abdomen isn't that large. I mean, 4 centimeter deep horizontal gash would absolutely have been fatal for a human, but according to Aquid,
こんなの全然大したことないからね。
so there you have it. Anyway, it seems like her internal organs will heal on their own soon. It's so outlandish that I'm not even going to bother questioning it. Healing stopped, and all that's left is to close the wound. From this point on, I doubt things are going to play out as they would with a human. Might be counterproductive for a wound this large, but I put some antiseptic on it to prevent bacterial infection. I tried to flash around from the sting and pain of the antiseptic, but she didn't so much as twitch.
今何かしたの？
Instead, she makes an impressively thick-skinned remark. I guess she's just tough.
よし。
Put some gauze on her wound and carefully wrap a bandage around it.
ちょっとやめてって。式ってばうますぎ。
That's a cheerful laugh, seemingly amused by something. If she didn't react at all when I applied the antiseptic, it seemed like the bandage is tickling her. I ignore her and fasten the bandage on with a pin. They said it wouldn't stop bleeding when you apply pressure, so I give the bandage a final tug to pull it tight.
もう今のは減点だよ式。
Yeah. With this, not everything that I can do for the time being. Incidentally, I've closed the curtains again out of concerns for Aquid.
さて、格好だけはつけてみたけど、どうかな。動けるか、アルクエイド。
ええ、動く分には問題なさそう。中身はまだぐちゃぐちゃのままだから満足には動けないでしょうけど。
そうか。ま、それはそっちの方で何とかしてくれ。
Yeah.
俺は切るのが専門で、直すのは管轄外だ。
Yep. Move away from Aquid and sit down, leaning against the wall.
お疲れさ、もう寝ていいぞ。眠って力が戻ればすぐに治るんだろ。見張っててやるから、おとなしく寝ていてくれ。
Yep.
寝ても傷は回復しないわ。式も言ったでしょ。睡眠で回復できるのは疲れだけだって。
That's where you forget you're different, dummy.
私の場合ね、力は純粋な時間経過で回復するものなの。
Oh.
夜になれば、とりあえず普通に動けるぐらいには回復するわ。
I forgot. Regardless of what she says, seeing her in pain isn't good for her mental health.
いいから眠ってくれ。今のお前、話しているだけで辛そうじゃないか。
そうだけど、せっかく式が起きてるんだもの。眠るのがもったいなくて。
Hope perched herself on the bed. She's in full-on chatter mode.
ったく。
Guess I've got no choice. Got some questions I need to ask her as well, so I'll keep chatting with her for a bit longer.
アルクエイド、昨日のホテルのことを聞いていいか。
そうね。やっぱりそういう会話になるわよね。私と式の場合。
昨日のあいつ、ブローブとか言っていたけど、あいつは一体何なんだ。吸血鬼なのはわかる。仰々しい服とか、お前よりよっぽどらしかったからな。けど、
Fuck! I keep skipping it by accident. What on earth were those blue flames that swept through the corridor? They don't fit my image of a vampire at all.
私よりらしいって何をらしいって。でも確かに式の言う通りか。あいつ体も崩れていないし原理も小規模だったし、人間が思い描くオーソドックスな吸血鬼なんでしょう。あの炎の川を覗けばね。
それだ。やっぱりお前から見てもあの日は異常なのか。あいつはお前より強い。
As soon as I say that, how can that sound an exaggerated sigh?
そりゃあね、誰かさんに殺されてしまった私はあんな二流の人と戦いをするレベルまで落ちてるわよ。今の私とブローブのスケールを比べるならあっちの方がやや上ってところ。
そうか。普段のアルクエイドならなんとか倒せる相手なんだ。
なんとかって普段なら戦いになんてならない。もう誰のおかげでこんな屈辱に耐えていると思ってるの。あんな祖になりたての見習い、本当なら睨むだけでぺしゃんこにできるんだからね。
Oops, I made her upset. Still, I'm not interested in these what-if scenarios right now. The question I'm driving at is whether Aqua can defeat the vampire in her current state.
できないわ。今はブローブの方が上だもの。単純な性能で下回っているんだから、無策で戦えば殺されるわ。
ずいぶんきっぱりと言うんだな。さっきはあんなに怒ったくせに。
ただの事実よ。分かりきった話なんだから予断も希望も挟まないわ。
The frankness is a little intimidating. As to fighting, Aqua has a very tough and thorough thought process. Seeing her cool-headed nature at close range, once again strikes me, perhaps a little late, that she really is a vampire.
まあ、式の言いたいこともわかるけどね。あの炎は確かに厄介だし、ブローブ本体の力も上司にふさわしいものだし、私に少しでもあいつの知識があれば多少の戦力差は覆せるんだろうけど。
アルクエイドはあいつを知らないのか。
Even though you came all the way here to kill this suzerain?
私、吸血鬼に知り合いはいないわ。知り合ったということは次の瞬間に殺しているということだもの。今回みたいに顔を合わせたのに別れたなんていうのは特例よ。
Got lucky, I guess.
でもあいつの方はお前を知ってるようだったけど。
初対面よ。私は吸血鬼たちに知れ渡っているからあっちが勝手に知っていただけ。他の吸血鬼たちも同様、基本的に私たちに面識はないから。でも名前や素性だけは知っている。歴史を重ね得意な能力を保有する個体ほど名前が知れ渡るのは当然でしょ。ブローブはその逆、まだ名もつけられていない新参者なんでしょうね。多分祖になって200年ぐらいかな。
200でしょ。
またその単語か。祖ってのは何なんだ。
まあ吸血鬼たちの王様みたいなもの。
Yeah.
式には関係のない話よ。
関係あるだろ。要は城主ってやつのことか。
Nope.
あのゾンビたちを操ってる親玉というか。
上司と祖は必ずしも同じじゃないわ。強力な人ほど上司になりやすいだけで、上司はいわば地方領主みたいなものなの。祖はその上、領主たちを輩出するさらに上の吸血鬼。使徒たちの世界は27の勢力に分けられているの。27の国があると思えばいいわ。その国を滑る、あるいは国そのものとされるのが祖と呼ばれる古い吸血鬼、使徒の頂点に立つ者たちよ。
27 countries and their kings. I see. Vampires exist. It's only natural that they'd have their own countries and their own power struggles. Wait.
待てよ。それとんでもない相手ってことじゃないか。
まあそうね。ブローブはまだ未熟者だけど、それでもあなたたち人間から見れば災害と変わらない。昨日のホテルもそうよ。あいつは1階から最上階までやってきただけだった。人間なんて殺す気はなかったし、心底どうでもいい存在だった。
Yeah.
でもそれだけで人間は死ぬ。あの炎はあいつがいるだけで発生する呪いのようなものだから。
What the hell? Killing humans just by existing? He doesn't care one way or another by He doesn't care one way or another about humans? That massacre at the hotel.
俺たちがホテルに逃げたから起きたことなのか。
ええ、私がいたからブローブはやってきた。
Awkward confirms it. We have been Vlad who killed those people. We were the ones who caused that disaster. It would be easy to say it's all your fault, to blame everything on Awkward. That would be the right thing to do as a human being. After all, she doesn't give a damn about human life. In fact, she's a monster just like Vlad. But who was responsible for her fleeing to that hotel in the first place? It's all your fault? Yeah, that's exactly right. The disaster that befell the guests at the hotel. Suffering Awkward had to endure. All the blame lies with me, the one who killed her.
シキ、同じ間違いは繰り返さないで。弱い生き物から消えていくのは当然のことでしょ。
いえ。
彼らが死んだのはいつの間にか自分の身を守れないように進化した人間という種全体の責任よ。人が人を殺したというのなら確かに人間社会での罪になる。けれどこれは人間と人間外のものに起きた自然淘汰の一環よ。
傲慢って俺が？
ええ、あなたが人間の代表ならそれでもいいけどね。いい？例えば山の話。そこには肉食獣たちのコミュニティがあった。彼らの食事には人間も含まれていた。そしてある日、その事実を全く知らない人間たちがやってきて、彼らを残らず自分たちの営みのために全滅させた。
Yeah, and the answer is both are evil.
この場合、どちらに罪があるというの？
The answer is that both is to blame.
人間から身を守れなかった彼ら？それとも彼らを皆殺しにした人間？
It's the fucked up answer, but the answer is both.
それは。
My thoughts of self-loving come to a halt. How could I make that analogy not out of concern for me, but rather as an expression of disdain? The place of sin, the weight of a life. She's announcing the hypocrisy of people like me who cannot help but reflect on these things. That's what she's trying to say. Neither man nor beast bear a sin. In the natural world, only absolute evil is a species that cannot preserve its own life.
でもここは
The society of humans. City of humans. This isn't a matter of humans being too weak or vampires being too strong. It's formed cities because it's too difficult for them to survive on their own. They're a defense mechanism to protect the individual through the power of the collective. I think that at the end of the day, I still have to answer for causing a vampire to show up in a place like that.
そう。私も間違ってたみたい。あなたは確かに 殺人鬼にはなれない人ね。
Yeah.
なんだよその言い方。俺が甘いっていうのか。
Yeah.
それ以前の問題だから、ここではっきりさせましょう。シキ、あなたはこれからどうするの？吸血鬼と戦う？それとも逃げる？好きな方を選んで。私はもう強制はしない。見張り役の約束は昨日一日で完了よ。
What am I going to do? That's obvious.
でも覚悟をして。吸血鬼と戦うということは人間の枠から外れるということ。あなたたちがどれだけ犠牲になってもそれを自分とは関係のないことだと思えなければ、あなたは必ず破綻する。
いえ。
それが間違っていると思うのなら昨日までのあなたに戻りなさい。それが人間という種の一番正しいあり方だから。
Margaret's eyes bore into me. I already know that. I want to return to a normal life as a human being. I should just run away. I'm fine with that. It's the best choice I can make. But what about Awkward? No. This isn't about Awkward. This is about me. If I stay here, become involved with her, I'm bound to run into him. That guy is crazy. The fact that he's a vampire, that he can summon those flames, is nothing when compared to those otherworldly eyes of his. His emotions are dead. Everything about him is cold. I mean, he doesn't even care about the lives of other vampires, let alone humans. There's no way that I can face him again. Someone who was nearly killed by him once before. I'm all too aware of that fact. I'll refuse. You have to refuse. I can't think of any way I could possibly handle an opponent like him.
アルクエイド、俺は
But is this really the right decision? Am I really going to abandon her? It's my fault. I'm the reason that she can't even move around properly. Can I really just turn my back on her?
俺は
Am I going to run away? Am I really going to run away from that ruthless monster? After he mercilessly reduced all those people to ashes like they were nothing? Am I really going to turn a blind eye, save my own skin, live on without a shred of conscience? These lines of death are something only I can see. I was told by someone I hold dear that I was endowed with these eyes for times of great necessity. That's true. And the answer is obvious. I can't shake off my doubts and fears, and I don't know to what extent I'll even be able to help. But still, a person like me can say what I don't want to do.
シキ、
アルクエイド、お前の話は俺にはわからない。どんなに相手が違う生き物だとしても、どんなに俺が無力だとしても、責任は同じなんだ。俺はやっぱり多くの人を見殺しにしたし、多くの人を見殺しにするのは嫌なんだ。だから今さら自分だけ逃げるなんてできない。
Yeah. Look up at the ceiling and take a deep breath. Resolve strengthens as a result.
吸血鬼を倒す。それがあのホテルにいて自分だけ生き残った俺が取るべき責任なんだと思う。
The one replying to her says I'm trying to convince myself of what I said. How come that's a single heavy sigh? Seemingly in self-reproach.
じゃあ私は何も言わない。シキが一緒に戦ってくれるのは助かるしね。あなたならブローブなんて問題なく一撃で殺せるんだから。
いや、それは無理だろ。あいつの周り熱くて近づけないんだから。それ以前にどうやってあいつを見つけるんだ？
見つけるって、シキってほんと極端なのね。逃げないって決めたら今度はこっちから攻めに行こうだなんて。
Yeah, let's go find him.
なんとなくそう思っただけだ。極端の化身みたいなお前に言われたくない。
私は効率重視なだけよ。
Yeah, sure.
まあいいわ。言っておくけど、ここからは持久戦だから。一番確実な戦法は私の体力が戻りきるまで逃げること。
Uh huh.
あと3日もすれば私の規模は3割ぐらいまで回復する。それだけの出力があれば私一人でもブローブを倒しきれる。
I see.
3日？いや、でも。
ええ、その3日間ブローブは野放しよ。あいつは地下に潜って人間から血液を補充する。それだけじゃない。あの様子からすると夜の街を徘徊するかもしれない。あいつ正気が欠けていたし、姿を隠さないと教会に狙われるなんてセオリー、頭にないのかもね。
He don't know about the church.
それはダメだ。あいつはいるだけで炎をまき散らす怪物なんだぞ。一日だって放っておけるか。
なら昼間のうちにブローブを見つけて殺すしかない。でもそれには反対よ。大まかな場所は目星がつくけど、睡眠中の人ほど用心深いものはないわ。今の私たちじゃ返り討ちになる可能性の方が高いもの。
そんな、奴の居場所に目星がついてるのにむざむざ見逃すっていうのか。
Unbelievable.
ええ、言ったでしょ。人間が何人ブローブの餌食になろうと私には関係のない話だって。
Which is fair, I guess. I'm speechless. I get where she's coming from. We want to play it safe, or rather, want to be completely certain of our victory. Best choice would be to wait for Aquid to regain her strength. It's a trade-off. The more time that we waste here, more victims will continue to pile up. Is this it? This is the next choice. I assume we pick number 1, right? Yes. We pick number 1. Yeah, okay. Here we go! This is it. This is it. Akira is right. The potential casualties to focus on restoring her fighting strength is the right call as a vampire. And as a tactician.
そうだな。お前は吸血鬼だもんな。
But I can't do it. There's absolutely no way I can agree with Aquid's plan. I decided to fight wasn't only for my own survival.
お前の方針は分かった。でも本当に不意はつけないのか。睡眠中の人は用心深いって言うけど、どのくらい危険なんだ。
Think about how Aquid looked yesterday. She was completely defenseless while she slept. I mean, other animals are vulnerable while asleep too, but in her case it bordered on carelessness. She was just like a machine cut off from its power supply. And if Lava's the same way, we have a chance of victory. May not be able to get close to him under normal circumstances. If he's asleep, I've got a surefire way to kill him.
どのくらい危険かってほとんど城攻めのようなものよ。 使徒は堅固な要塞を作ってその奥で眠りにつく。正門から最深部までは眷属たちが警護しているから、突破する頃には夜になっているのがざら。
突破する頃か。お前が元気な時でもブローブの城攻めは厳しいのか？
安く見ないで。万全なら正面から城ごと潰しているわ。まあそれだと簡単に逃げられちゃうんだけど、歴戦の使徒は事前に逃走経路を用意しておいて、自分より強い個体がやってきた場合、一目散に逃げ出すのよ。
Damn.
自分より強い個体が来た場合。
In other words, with a single insignificant human, it's a good chance that he'll just ignore them and keep on sleeping. It's an advantage that Aqua doesn't have, but I do. There's a lot of firepower to destroy a castle. A bit of poison is all it takes to kill a single living being.
分かったよ。確かにお前と俺のコンビじゃ攻め込むのは難しそうだ。でもブローブの根城はそんなに危険なのか？いや、大きさとか手下が多いとかそういう話だけど。
難易度的には中の下ってところかな。城っていうより迷路だし、デパートを利用してるだけだし。きっと入り口はあそこ。それは間違いないと思う。
デパート？
That's not just vampire terminology I'm unfamiliar with, right? Does she really mean that sort of department store where people go shopping?
そう。北口の駅前の公園の前にある大きなやつ。うまく隠されているけど、あれ、使徒の巣よ。食料はあのデパートから上司の元に送られてると思うけど。
本当にそのデパートかよ。いや、それより街の中心に吸血鬼の住処があるっていうのか？
No way.
何よ、作ったのは私じゃないったら。あなたたちの家だってアリア蜂に巣を作られるでしょ？
True.
それと同じよ。使徒は人間の血液に寄生するんだから、住処は人間の町に近いほど効率的だし。
Come on, bro. Come on, move on. Come on. She says it like it's perfectly normal. I turn and look away. I'm even more determined now. I'm not going to let a pest like him skulk about under my nose another second. Alright. Alka may not be able to do anything, but I can. So as long as I do it alone. Tell Aqua and I'll wait until her strength returns. We sure that we were both on board with the plan, she soon fell asleep. Watched until I was sure she was sound asleep, then left the apartment. Should be obvious where I'm headed. The apartment store by the station, where Vlav's stronghold is located. The area in front of the station is no different than usual. Advertisements and goods are on display up and down the colorful shopping district. People come and go, occasionally glancing at the shop windows as they pass by. The center of the bustle stands a large, familiar department store. It's one of the biggest department stores in the city. Even now, crowds of people are making their way in and out. Is this department store, which some consider to be the embodiment of Soya Station, really where...
駅前の一等地だぞ、ここ。吸血鬼なんて影も形もないだろう。
So far it's the same, because the text is moving quickly. But we'll see. Even so, I don't think Aku was lying. She's got no common sense, but her judgment and information are accurate. Maybe precisely because she's not bound by common sense that she arrived at this horrible conclusion.
そういえば、有彦のやつ、北口でおかしな話があるって言ってたな。
It's a part-time job that takes anyone and pays handsomely. It's an urban legend with zero credibility. A transparent employer that almost certainly spells trouble. But it's persisted this long on the internet, neither disappearing nor going viral. It may be because it's not totally a lie. There's no one who can testify to the details of this part-time job, and it's also unclear whether anyone has actually done it. Nevertheless, rumors about the job continue to circulate. Nobody knows how many people are receiving these messages, but they're definitely still being sent out. In other words, regardless of the authenticity of the contents, someone out there who requires outsiders. As it turns out, there's nothing unusual about the department store. There are grocers in the basement to the specialty shops on the 7th floor. It's an ordinary department store. Except,
7階から上がない。このデパートの大きさから考えれば10階ぐらいはあるはずなのに。
it's still the same. The elevator only has buttons to go up to the 7th floor. Once you reach the 7th floor landing, there's a sign on the stairs saying that anything further is off limits. Even for a moment, when no one is around, I slip past the no entry rope and climb up the stairs. It says up to the floors above, but I hit a dead end. Path leading to the 8th floor is shuttered, as expected. Next to it, there's a locked emergency door.
何かあるとしたらこの向こうか。
Whether to go inside or turn back. What I'm trying to do is reckless. I'll be entering that monster's hideout alone. It'd be madness to proceed. It's been drilled into me over and over again at this point.
大丈夫。それでもいけるはずだ。
Clutched a knife hidden in my pocket. Push comes to shove, got my eyes. Instead of running to the police and explain the situation, would definitely be the safest option. What would I achieve? My objective is to kill him. How is a killer supposed to be able to persuade the police to help him? There's no way such natural adversaries could share a common purpose.
まずは様子を見る。手に負えなければあいつの部屋に戻ればいい。
Take off my glasses, kill the lock on the emergency door. Swallow nervously, feeling the saliva trickle down my numb throat. Taking a deep breath to calm myself down, I slink up to the next floor where all the lights are out. The entirety of the 8th floor is pitch black. It might make sense considering all the lights are off, but it still comes as a shock. It's daytime. Even if the power is off, the floor should still be lit by the sunlight coming through the windows. Except, each and every window is blocked from the inside by something that looks like an iron plate. It's too much to simply be anti-theft measures. Iron plates are attached with bolts and cannot be removed by human strength alone. The smallest window in the bathroom has a plate bolted over it. It's like a pathological obsession, and yet the work is messy. The size of the steel plates doesn't quite match the size of the windows, so some sunlight still seeps through the cracks. Burp. Rather than being here to prevent intruders from entering, I can only see it as a measure to prevent someone inside from escaping. Or am I simply overthinking it, and these are just blinds? Even so.
綺麗すぎないか、ここ。
Even though there's dust everywhere in the hallway, I can't smell anything foul or spot any strange objects lying around. This floor is probably just under renovation. I think it reminds me of the gruesome spectacle at the hotel.
9階も綺麗なもんだ。アルクイドのやつ、何か勘違いしたのかな。
This sofa being the same is scaring me. My tense nerves begin to relax a little. Now I realize that letting my guard down even a little might prove fatal. I head on up to the 10th floor. Then, that moment.
どこの誰だよてめえ。何勝手に人ん家に上がってるんですか。
Tense back up with a sudden voice. The entrance by top of the stairs stand a duo with flashlights. I observed them, squinting into the light. Both male, around the same age as me. They have flashlights in their hands, no long-handled tools like bats or pipes.
おーい、何黙ってるんですか。悪いことしてる自覚あるんですか。なにこいつダサくね。見るからにビビってね。俺たちと人種違いすぎね。なあトシ、このメガネ君は知り合いですか。
いや知らない知らない。こんなオタクと知り合ってたら俺恥ずかしくて死んでるって。
Sure.
はーい、そこの僕、こっち来てね。逃げたらひどい目に遭うからね。つうか殺すか。法律的に殺していいんだよな。不法侵入って。
Uh-huh. You will laugh. Don't move from where they stand in front of the elevator. They said not to run away. I didn't even consider fleeing via the stairs.
あれなんか反応薄い逃げねえの普通逃げるでしょこのしっちゃトシこいつなんか怪しくね
てめえの顔がくどすぎんだよ。メガネ君には刺激が強すぎるってもんだ。なあ、そうだよな。面食らってるだけだよな。なんで立ち入り禁止のフロアで遊んでるわけ？
Back of the hall, I swear their eyes were glowing ever so softly. What do I do? Should I run away or try to talk to them? Let me know if this place is really that vampire's nest. Can I confirm that with these guys?
何これもしかしてボーナスタイムじゃねなあトシアポのないやつは好きにしていいって話だよな確か
うるせえハル。1分だけ黙ってろ。でどうなのオタク。ただの物好きなわけ。
I'll obtain as much information as I can about what's going on here. Keep a close eye on the movements of the duo.
すみません。ここでアルバイトができると聞いたんですけど。
Saying in a meek voice, keep a close eye on a man named Toshi.
アルバイトね。どこでその話を？最近はバカな女連中にしか話してねえんだけどな。人づてに知ったんです。北口のアパートで一晩過ごせば大金がもらえるって。なんだそれ。
あ、
てめえ本気で言ってん。
いいじゃんよトシ多い分にはいいんだからさ
hold on. The text slow down.
つーかほらこいつの脱制服宗谷の制服じゃんさっき捕まえた女と同じ交渉だし仲間じゃねえのかな
This is different. Wait, also, girl. What? Somehow managed to keep my cool. That girl we snagged earlier. That means that someone was here before me. Talked to these guys and was captured.
確かに頭の緩そうな女だったしな。
This means CL Route's finally here. We did it. We're finally here.
ええぜ、アルバイトだろ。連れて行ってやるよ。
Finally, man. We did it.
勇敢な挑戦者1名様来んない
This VA is hilarious, though. I'll say that. This VA is hilarious. Man named Haru pushes the button for the elevator. Mechanical sound echoes in the darkness. Seems to be the only thing here connected to power.
ほら、入りな。
Those the man says on board the elevator. They're following me inside. One of them presses the B1 button. Because last time we were here and did this, we died. So we don't die this time?
鹿だよ、鹿。ビーチって見えねえか。そこで一晩過ごしてくれればいい。戻ってきたら乗客の仲間入りだ。丁重に扱って。
そうそうすごく簡単でちからね時間を潰せばいいだけ何にも怖いことはありません
I must say, you are like, this VA is great. He's hilarious. Man called Haru starts guaffing, almost doubling over with laughter. Guaffing is a word I've never said before, but okay. The sun is taking a surprisingly long time. My guts and everything to go on. Must be about 4 floors below ground by now. When the elevator's doors open, an intense light comes flooding in. It's so dazzling that I can't see what's out there at all. The only thing I can sense is a stench unlike anything I've encountered before. Unable to bear the smell, I coat my nose with my hand. Go get a better look at what's outside the elevator.
はい餌1匹追加です面白おかしく食べられちゃってくださいね
Okay, taking it back instead of flying out of the elevator. I feel myself falling. Not just 1 or 2 meters either. Is that elevator stop in midair? Oh. Underneath the elevator is a pool. Must have fallen around 5 meters. As I get my head above water, look up and see that the elevator is still hanging there, motionless. The man who kicked me, Haru, was looking down at me with a grin on his face. Ignoring him for a moment, I start kicking my arms and legs and swim toward the shore. The water is thick and turbid. I get the sense that just being in it is dangerous. Swimming about 10 meters, I reach the shore. This is bad. This is very bad. My mind and body are both a little shaken up. Panting heavily, I look around at my surroundings. Damn, the lights are so bright I can barely see. As best I can tell, I'm in a fairly large room, with a bunch of passageways leading off in all directions. Judging by how the ground feels under my shoes, I'd also wager that the floor down here is made of stone. And of course, there's the stench that assails my nostrils. The odor of rotten flesh, the smell of foul water, the reek of feces and urine, stagnant and moribund. The atmosphere down here is that of a sewer. This place seems nice. Am I supposed to scream? Or something? Oh, I guess I was screaming in the distance. That low, droning sound. I look up. It wasn't just my ears playing tricks on me. I love how they decorate the floor with water. Well, clearly that was actual water. It's the sound of a vast number of footsteps, all drawing near at once. Shielding my eyes from the light, take a look around and there. Pouring into the central chamber are the figures of people that look like they've already been reduced to corpses. Their eyes are bloodshot. Someone broke the fish tank. The flesh is grazed and peeling. Their clothes hang in tatters. I can't tell whether the sounds issuing from their mouths are sobs or shrieks. So, Satsuki down here? I don't know. Seen in silhouette, look exactly like those corpses I saw in that back alley. However, these people... My mind freezes. Look behind the group of people and see the things that are hot on their tails. It's immediately clear who the real corpses are. Call out to them. It's already too late. Standing on the opposite bank, the entire pool between me and them. I don't have the strength necessary to cross it in the few seconds they have left. An eruption of voices cried out in despair. They're people. They're people who were dropped down here, same as I was. I spent who knows how many days in this place. They heard the sound of the elevator and saw the light. They gathered here to beg for help. Which means all the prey are now gathered in one place. Christ, dude. This laughter echoes from the elevator. I can feel a headache coming on. I feel nauseous. Footsteps continue to draw closer. My instincts are screaming that if I stay here, I'll be attacked. Driven by my fear, I start running. Even though I know that the only way out is the elevator 5 meters above me, I have to get away from here. Delirious with terror, I plunge into the pitch black passageway in front of me. My heart screams, telling me I can't run any further. My legs feel like they're about to fall off. I collapse to the floor in a heap. I rest my back against the wall that's riddled with cracks. Taking my head back, I expel the hot air from my lungs. That found a release from the panic that had gripped me. So many questions. What was that? What is this place? The atmosphere is wet and slimy. Stop being dry. Fuck! I can't open the bottle. There we go. The atmosphere is wet and slimy. It smells like fat, flesh, and blood. Thank you. A glistening layer of animal fat is smeared across the walls. The path slopes gently downward. It's as if it's sinking into the depths of hell itself. Bro, what the fuck is going on? I strain my eyes in the darkness. The thing I'm resting against isn't a wall at all, but a set of sturdy iron bars. Iron bars? In other words, this is a prison. Turning away from the currently empty passageway to look inside the prison, I see... What the fuck? 1 meter long caterpillar. Lying there's a lump of flesh. Someone that used to be a living being. Its limbs torn off to prevent it from escaping. I don't want to know what that looks like, so thank you again for not showing that. My nausea hits me like a ton of bricks. Red hot lump rises up my throat. This is bad. I can't do anything that would leave a smell. I have a feeling those corpses will come after me if I do. I bang my head against the bars to clear my mind. But it's not enough. As long as I stay here, it won't be enough. I can't stay here. I can't keep looking at this hell. Is it my mind? My morals? Or something more fundamental? Whatever it is, some part of what makes up Tonoshiki is broken. That's why I have to get out of here as fast as I can. I need to get back to the elevator. Buddy up to those two guys somehow. Get back to the surface or I'll... I slam my head against the bars in anger. In use of the excessive pain, I force those thoughts. The thoughts that any normal person would have from my mind. I want to throw up. I want to throw up. I want to throw up. I desperately want to vomit at my own stupidity. I suppress the shivers that even now run down my spine from sheer self-disgust. I'm seriously about to lose it. I didn't even have the resolve to do even a single thing. I can't let that vampire go unchecked. I'll save as many people as I can. I may have talked a big game. The moment I was confronted by this reality, I ran away crying. I strike the iron bars in shame and frustration. How disgraceful. Just look at how pitiful I really am. This is my true nature. It was nothing more than a superiority complex. I misread a line. I have to start over. How disgraceful. Just look at how pitiful I really am. This is my true nature. I wasn't driven by a sense of justice at all. It was nothing more than a superiority complex. What I call resolve is one of my own arrogance for being in possession of these mystic eyes. You know, slamming the iron bars is a great way to attract the dead people to you, Shiki-san. Good fucking Christ. They'll come for me if I make any noise. You don't understand that. I keep beating my emotion against the iron bars. Lives burnt to ashes at the hotel. I was the only one to make it out alive. And I, the one who caused all of this in the first place. All my actions amount to is me trying to prove I can do something. Trying to escape that feeling of guilt. I was acting like hot shit because I thought I had a way to kill him. I didn't even listen to Aqua's warning that I should stop. I just wanted to be useful. I wanted to prove to her that I'm useful. For her to forgive me. I was unconsciously clinging to such a childish desire.
死ねそんなガキもうここで死ねばいい
I grit my teeth and swallow the scream that's building in my chest. Tears start to well up in my eyes how repulsive I am. But I hold them back. This is me reaping the rewards of my own rash decision. I accept the fact that I overestimated my strength. I was blind to my own true colors. And entered a vampire's stronghold with paper-thin resolve. Shiki gritted his teeth. Shut the fuck up, man. I'll slap you. Now that I'm done beating myself up over it, finally feel a lot calmer.
そうだ逃げ道はない俺にはもう
All I can do is continue to push forward. Doing my best to avoid looking into the prison. Now I turn and stare at the contents. I serve at a human corpses that have been jammed into every available space in the walls. May have been a rash decision that led me here. I etched this image into my brain so that I'll never forget what drove me to come here in the first place.
ビビってる場合じゃないそんなのは昨日の夜で終わっただろうシキ
You could call me a hypocrite. If I can't get rid of the guilt I feel from being the sole survivor, then I'll just carry it with me forever. If that revulsion can give me the power I need to push through this hell, then I'll make it for all it's worth. I don't have any other straws I can cling to. Harnessing all of the other emotions boiling inside of me, I finally managed to spur my frozen feet forward. I walk along the hard stone path. My eyes must have started to adjust to the darkness, as I cannot make out some of the details of my surroundings. The stone the passageway is made from is faintly phosphorescent. You also see the residue left by flaming torches on the walls. It's not something I really want to dwell on, but it seems that whatever lives down here is in the habit of lighting the place up at night. The passage feels like it goes on forever. It seems straight at first glance, but it's actually tracing a sudden curve. Dotted between the individual jail cells are passageways that branch off to the sides. They all look basically identical, making them worthless as waypoints to navigate by. The only thing I have to guide me is the slope of the floor. Short. If I want to keep going down, I need to keep going forward.
この通路何かの周りを回ってるのか
It's possible it's a very long corridor. I get the impression that there's a circular space on the other side of the wall, and that I'm just circling around it. The elevator stopped at the first floor of the basement, but now I must already be 7 floors deeper. Love the stone walls. Where'd you get them? IKEA? Probably, yeah. First when I heard the sound of the wind just now. But there's no way that the wind can make it all the way down to this passageway. That noise must come from someone. It sounded like a muffled human voice. No. Of air leaking from the throat of something that only resembles a person.
いるこの先にあの死人が
Man even has wind indoors? I'm jealous. I swallow nervously. One hand, take my knife out of my pocket. The other, reach up and rest my fingers on the frame of my glasses. There's no way out. There's no way out. There's no way out. Repeat that to myself over and over. I know full well how reckless it is to go toe to toe with a vampire. Even so, I need to keep moving forward. put all of my strength into my petrified feet, and... Huh? That's a good place to stop, actually. Yes. I guess it's indicating now that it's, I guess this is indicating that it's now, yeah, Route CL, right? See, there you go. Route CL, we did it. We're finally there. Alright, back to the title screen. All right, man. At long last. I don't know if that's CL or not. It could be her. I don't know. It could be. Just because that picture of her is there doesn't mean it is her in the basement. But it could be. Again, it could be. But anyway. Someone is chilling in the basement, right? Anyway. Thank you all so much for joining on this wonderful Monday. Because it's finally time tomorrow to go into the CL route. Like, really start it. We finally got to the beginning points. We're finally not in the thick of it. We're in, like, the beginning of it. I guess we're just the beginning of it. It started. Which, honestly, gotta say, with complete honesty, kind of rude that whatever that is gross. Yes. But I'll have to give a huge thanks to Go for guiding me this way, because without him, I would not know how the fuck to get here unless I googled, obviously. But I didn't want to do that because that doesn't feel right. Go, exactly. Thank you so much, Go, for guiding me right where I need to go. Thank you, man, for being here and doing that for me. From here on out, every choice that will be made is now back to chat's hands to decide the fate of, obviously, unless there's a bad ending, But if there's not, it's up to chat to decide the fate of Shiki, CL, whoever else is around them. What we do. More bad choices. Yes, go! Anyway, those who aren't, if you want to see the CL route continue, be sure to hit the follow button so that you can catch tomorrow's stream, and we will continue. And then we'll continue again next week, Monday and Tuesday. Because if you don't know, we play Tsukihime every Monday and Tuesday. But that's not about that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you had fun. I did. It was a lot more arcing than I wanted it to be today, but I mean, that's just how it is. What? No way. I know, right? That's just how it is, right? But arc's done. Finally. The Awkward, done. She might show up again, obviously, in the CL route, but she's not the main focus anymore. And that... I'm stuttering. Well, without further ado... Watch play Undertale every Tuesday. That's actually in 5 years. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. And, well, have a good day, evening, or night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Right here. Bye-bye.